Hey guys, so earlier on I spoke about divination and what I use, and I just covered a small portion of the different things that you can use to divine, and I said I would go into them a bit more a little bit later. For this days, I'm going to go through the tarot deck, and it's a little bit about tarot. I'm not going to go into history or anything like that. I'll just tell you how I use it. My favorite one is that Dreamer's Journal. I have multiple ones. They are all my favorite, but that one seems to be the one that I'm drawn to the most when I am dealing. But I wanted to go through each of the cards. I'm not going to go through what they mean, because I connect with each of the cards a little differently than what may be written in the books or whatever, but I'll sit there and I'll meditate on each and every individual card. That's what I do. I mean, you don't have to do it, but that's what really got me into tarot. That deck called to me, and then I went through each individual card, and I bonded almost with each individual card. So these are not the cards, these are just print-offs that I made. I'm putting them in my book of shadows, but before I wanted to do that, I wanted to show them with you. These I just printed off the internet, made them smaller so that they fit on a smaller piece of paper, and I'm just going to put them into my book of shadows and then write a description of each of them. So, we'll start with the major arcane. There are 78 usual cards in a deck. The major and the minor. These are the major. So you have the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, and notice how they're all labeled on the top and the bottom. There's the card number and the name of the card. The Emperor, go. So when I put these into my book, I'll Mod Podge them. I'll show you how I do it for paper. That'll be another, I wasn't going to plan on that being another video, but I'll show you. The Lovers. And I think maybe some of these have stuck together, so if I miss one, it's probably that's the reason. The Chariot. Strength. The Hermit. Wheel of Fortune. Justice. I don't know if it's focusing on that one. The Hanged Man. Death. And death doesn't always mean death of a person. It could mean many other things within the deck if you get this in a reading. Temperance. The Devil. The Tower. The Star. The Moon. The Sun. Judgment. The World. I think I'm missing one. I think only that's because I may have just The Empress. The Emperor. Yep. Here we go. Just get stuck together. So that's the major. This is the minor. Now these are a little bit longer because there's 3 different suits. So what you can say: pentacles, cups, swords, and wands. Okay, so we'll do this one first. And don't mind the paper. I printed these on scrap paper so that I would save paper because I'm just Mod Podging them into my book. So we have, and each one goes through the same, but I'll go through them with you. It may seem a little repetitive, but we've got the Ace of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, 4, 5, 6, 7, and now these are of the Waitsmith cards, and I finally found a place where I can buy them, and they're not too cheap, but these ones have called to me, other than the, I've always wanted this deck specifically for some reason. It's just called to me. So that is one of my next purchases. And if I do buy that, I will show you the real cards in person. So this is the 8, the 9, the 10, the Page of Pentacles, sort of like the Jack in your usual deck, the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. Sorry, pages. I'm getting myself mixed up over here. I haven't been feeling well for the last little while, so my brain is kind of everywhere. We've been having rough, gloomy days, and they're starting to get to my head a little bit. So even though I try my barometric pressure, which you've seen, my headache remedy, it only works for a little while, but it works better than anything else. So we'll start with the cup, we'll then go to the cups. So the Ace of Cups, 2 of Cups, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Page, Knight, Queen, and King of Cups. And then the wands, just take this paper clip off. The Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh look, and I'm even getting ink still on my, even though these are weeks old. 8, 9, 10, Page, Knight, queen, and king, all of wands. Now our last suit is the swords. Now I know I've gone over this before. I did it in my last countdown to Halloween, but I had a tarot deck that didn't have all of the cards. So I wanted to state, be careful when getting cards, make sure you have the whole deck there, and don't waste your money and need to buy a new one because that one's not full. So for swords, it's the Ace of Swords, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, page, knight, queen, and king. Now, in another video, if you want me to, comment below. I will go into more of what they mean. Now, it will be a long video, or I can break it up into sections, but I won't do that for now. I'm also going to show a bit of a Book of Shadows update, because that I'm putting more and more in, so I haven't done it in a while, so I think I'll show you that. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Blessed be, and keep crafting, witches.